Back in Denver, where the Heat knocked down 17 threes and take game 2. Here's head coach Erik Spoelstra.
Yep. Yes, Tim Reynolds, excuse me.
I didn't have my hand up. Spoke, can you take us into the fourth quarter huddle? And I know that's being in that spot is a place where you guys have gotten obviously very comfortable this year, but the mindset, knowing the stakes of the next 12 minutes, what was said in that huddle?
I don't totally remember. I think we were like talking about some schematics. It was more about that. This is complex. Basically every other huddle we're talking about what it's going to require and all those extra efforts and physical plays without fouling, just making winning plays. But I think at that time we were talking about some schematics. This is a really good, offensive team. They force you to have to compete at a super high level, but you have to do it with a brain and you have to do it with discipline. And our guys, regardless of how the head coach feels like during the fourth quarter, our guys love to compete. They love to put themselves out there in those moments of truth. And fortunately, we were able to make a lot of big defensive plays, down the stretch, and then we got a lot of contributions, which you're going to need against a team like this. That some of that run happened with JB on the bench. Their run in the second quarter happened with Jokic on the bench. But Duncan's minutes were really good. Kyle just has this veteran championship experience that just kind of settles everybody, and he just makes the big appropriate plays or big plays at the appropriate times, and then bam, we just can't say enough of how difficult his responsibilities are in this series, to take arguably the toughest cover in the league for all the myriad of reasons that I don't need to get into. And then he has to shoulder a big offensive role for us as well. So it's not like he can just stand and rest on the offensive side. And yes, he has to play 40-plus minutes as well.